All right, this is lesson 212, part 2. This is what we have so far. Number 1 is linear. We found the slope and the y-intercept. Number 2 is linear. The slope is 0 and the y-intercept is 3. Number 3 is not linear. So the next one we're going to work on is number 4. 5y minus 7x equals 10. So to solve that for y, we need to do two things. We need to get rid of the 7x, this thing, and then we need to divide by 5 so that we end up with 1 more. All right, so we're going to start by using the balancing method. We're going to add. We are going to add 7x to both sides. When we do that, we end up with 5y, negative 7x plus 7x is 0. When you add things that are opposites, you get 0. And then 10 plus 7x. They're not like terms, so all we can do is write the expression. We can either write 10 plus 7x here, or I'm going to switch those around. Addition is commutative. We can switch it around. So 7x plus 10 is okay also. And I want to do that so that it's closer to this form that I'm looking for. Now I need to divide both sides by 5. Which means on this side I need to divide the 7x by 5 and the 10 by 5. And when I do that, 5 divided by 5 is 1y. 7 divided by 5 is 1.4x. And 10 divided by 5 is 2. And that definitely fits this form, y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to say that that is linear. And we know that the slope is 1.4 and the y-intercept is 2. All right, I'm going to do one more, number 5, and then we'll do the other couple problems in class. So number 5, we have 2y is equal to 10 minus 2 times the quantity x plus 3. Right here, we have a multiplication. We kind of need to clear that up, simplify that as much as we can. When we do that, we get 2y equals, when we distribute, we really need to distribute negative 2, because 10 minus 2 times quantity x plus 3 is the same as 10 plus negative 2 times quantity x plus 3. So we're going to do negative 2 times x and negative 2 times 3. So we get this 10 plus negative 2x plus negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And we're going to combine like terms. The 10 and the negative 6 are like terms. 10 plus negative 6 is 4. Now all we need to do is divide both sides by 2. And I end up with y is equal to 2 plus negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1x. Since addition is commutative, I know that that's the same as y equals negative 1x. And I don't need to write the 1 there because I know 1 times x is the same as x plus 2. That fits this form. The slope is negative 1, the y-intercept is 2. So number 5 is linear. And equals negative 1, y-intercept equals 2. All right. One thing I don't want you to forget about, though, is sometimes technology can make our job easier. And check out this problem and this problem. Notice they're both solved for y. We can simplify it the way I showed you, using the distributive property, things like that, but we could also just put that into our y equals, and I'll just show you what that looks like, and then use our table to help out. So if I want to put this equation in the calculator right here, let's put this down here so I can find it when I have my calculator up. So I'm going to put in y equals 2 times x plus 1/2. Now 1/2 I can write as 0.5, parentheses, 3x plus 1, parentheses, plus 1/4. Now 1/4, I can write it as 1 divided by 4, that's fine, and then parentheses. Or you can change that to a decimal also. That would be 0.25 times the quantity 2x plus 8. And if I want to know if it's linear, I think the quickest way, you can graph it. So if I graph it, you should see a straight line. But since we need some information that you can more readily see on the table, anyway, let's go to the table. And from the table, we can see that the y-intercept is 2.5. There it is. That's the value when x is 0. And it's going up by 4 every time. So that means the slope is 4. So, yeah, it is linear. It's going up by 4. And it's going up by 4. So this one is linear. The slope is 4. The y-intercept is 2.5. All right. So there's one more for us to do here in class. And there's a couple other problems we're going to do in class also, using those same methods. Right here, it says which of these equations describes the same relationship. So to figure that out, if you ended up with the same equation when you put it in slope-intercept form, in other words, if they all had the same slope, like, and don't let the letters mess you up, this is just like saying y equals 2x plus 4. So the slope is 2, and the y-intercept is 4 there. So like if we were to change this equation, p minus 2q equals 4, solve it for p like the first one was. To do that, we just need to add 2q to both sides. And we get p equals 2q plus 4. And we can see that it is exactly the same as A. So those two, A and B, are the same relationship. So that's the idea there. And then with this set of problems, we're going to solve them all, put them all in slope-intercept form. In other words, we're going to solve for y, so we'll have to think about what to do there. But we'll do those in class. All right. The rest of these we'll do in class. So that's the end of this lesson.